When you think of the most fearsome predators that have ever existed, you may be thinking of the T-Rex or maybe even the terrifyingly huge Megalodon. But these monsters of the prehistoric past were nothing compared to the beasts we are about to show you today. From a saber-toothed cat larger than a polar bear to a rodent that would destroy an entire ecosystem, here are 5 Ice Age beasts that would destroy any modern predator. Smilodon. You probably don't need an introduction to this saber-toothed cat. This thing was a true monster. It had giant saber-like teeth that could easily cut through flesh and bone. The Smilodon fatalis, or saber-toothed cat, is thought to have gone extinct around 11,000 years ago. But during its reign, it was the apex predator in North and South America. This cat was truly a force to be reckoned with. It hunted large mammals such as camels, horses, and even mammoths. And thanks to its powerful jaws and sharp claws, it had no problem taking down prey twice its size. Smilodons were huge, bulky cats with short, thick fur, making them look a bit like big, fat lions. They were incredibly muscular and agile too, which helped them to take down their prey. With their long, sharp teeth and powerful paws, they were perfectly adapted for hunting large mammals. If this beast was still around today, it would definitely be at the top of the food chain. No other predator, not even the polar bear, would stand a chance against its sheer power and ferocity. Short-faced bear. This bear went extinct around 11,000 years ago, but during its reign, it was the top predator in North America. Short-faced bears were huge, standing up to 11 feet tall on 2 legs and weighing more than 1,500 pounds. These massive creatures had short, sloping foreheads and long, powerful claws that they used to dig up roots and tubers. They also had short faces with small ears and noses, which made them look a bit like cartoon characters. Despite their somewhat comical appearance, short-faced bears were actually very dangerous predators. They were incredibly strong and could easily overpower any other animal in their habitat. There was simply no escaping their huge paws and sharp claws. Short-faced bears were known to have hunted large mammals such as bison and horses. And with their size and strength, it's easy to see how they earned their title as the apex predator of North America. North American mantis. This mammal went extinct around 14,000 years ago, but during its reign, it was a true master of its environment. North American manises were huge, shaggy-haired animals that looked a bit like giant anteaters. They had long, sticky tongues that they used to lap up ants and termites, and powerful claws that they used to tear open termite mounds and ant hills. North American manises were known to have been incredibly efficient at finding and consuming large quantities of insects, and this made them a crucial part of the ecosystem. In fact, some scientists believe that the extinction of the North American mantis may have contributed to the rise of other larger mammals in North America. Irish elk. This creature, also known as the Megalodon, went extinct around 11,000 years ago. During its reign, it was the largest deer species in the world. Irish elk had massive antlers that could grow up to 12 feet wide and 4 feet long. These antlers were so large that they were actually a burden to carry around and required a strong neck and back to support them. As a result, Irish elk were only found in Ireland and Scotland, where there was plenty of vegetation to sustain them. Despite their size, Irish elk were surprisingly fast and agile animals. They could run up to 50 miles per hour and jump over 6 feet high. This made them difficult prey for predators such as wolves and bears. Unfortunately, the Irish elk's massive antlers also contributed to its demise. They were so heavy that they made it difficult for the animal to find mates. This led to a small population and eventually the extinction of the species. Woolly mammoth. This iconic mammal went extinct around 4,000 years ago, but during its reign, it was one of the largest land mammals in the world. Woolly mammoths could grow up to 12 feet tall and weigh up to 8 tons. They had long, curved tusks that they used to fight other males and dig up vegetation and woolly undercoat that kept them warm in cold climates. Woolly mammoths were herbivores, and they spent their days looking for food. They lived in herds and were able to travel long distances in search of new grazing grounds. Unfortunately, woolly mammoths were hunted by humans, and their numbers began to dwindle. Eventually, they went extinct around 4,000 years ago. But today, we can still find their remains in Siberia and Alaska. Ice Age beasts are truly fascinating creatures, and it's amazing to think about what would happen if they were still around today. Which of these beasts would you want to have as your pet? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.